For Dsd Interview, I chose to interview my professor, William Burns. He's the professor for my digital art class, so in that class, he teaches us about how to use Adobe InDesign, Adobe Photoshop, a lot of just digital programs to help further our art. And I chose William Burns because he was the professor that I know the least. A lot of my professors I've had for like around 2 semesters now, and I've only had him for 1 semester, and I just didn't really know much about him, so I wanted to use this project to get to know him better. All I really knew about him is that I know that he went to undergrad and grad school at Syracuse University, so he's also an alumni, which is something that we have in common. And we were also both illustration majors, so we both obviously love art. Besides that, I didn't really know much about him. So I started off by writing down around 10 questions to ask him, and I based these questions around art, his art career, why he likes illustration, what's his favorite thing to draw, things like that. And obviously, of course, because this is a creative project, I had to figure out a way to go about an interview with my professor in a creative way. I decided to use something that we both have in common, which is a love of art, a love of drawing, and I used that to do this interview. So I wrote down 10 questions, and the way I have him respond is I had him do like a little doodle for each question. The whole thing about illustration as a major and as a career, as a profession, is that you draw so that it's easily interpreted by people, whether that's in editorial work, comic books, product design, things like that. And so I wanted to see his illustrations, what he chose to draw, that would be easily interpreted by me, and I wanted to look at his drawings and interpret them in my own way. Another thing about illustration is that illustrations and drawings usually are accompanied by words, and in this interview there will be no words, just his drawings.
Number 1, where are you from? Number 2, where did you go for undergrad and grad school? Number 3, why teach at SU? Number 4, what drew you to illustration? Number 5, what's your favorite medium? 6, what's your favorite thing to draw? Number 7, what other ways do you express your creativity? 8, who or what inspires you to create? 9 and 10 are my favorite answers that he did because I think they're the most creative and I think they're really well thought out. Number 9, why do you like having a creative career? Why? Number 10, what do you want your students to take away from your classes?
So from this interview, I learned 4 things about my professor. He's very passionate about being an artist, teaching, and having Syracuse as his alma mater. 2, his biggest inspirations are Richard Williams and seeing the public interact with his art. 3, his favorite character to draw is like this little wizard frog thing, which was really funny because I know a lot of his work for companies is like product design and editorial work, and I have never seen what his personal art that he just makes for fun is like, so I really enjoyed seeing that. And number 4, he likes the ups and downs of an art career, and he wants to inspire his students and make sure that they reach their full potential. And I thought these drawings were so cute, and I like that the 10th question kind of looked like me, so I thought it was funny.